Hey people, what's going on? You've got Bruiser Brosy here, and today we are doing an exclusive, once in a lifetime interview with one of the top marketers of the Black Ops organization. If you don't know, Black Ops is one of the top internet marketing groups around, and today we get to speak with the lovely and beautiful Miss Iulia Tudor, who in the past few months has become not just a four-figure earner, but a five-figure earner in doing what she does with Black Ops. And today we're gonna find out how she's done it, what she recommends, and just really find out what makes Black Ops so successful over all the other marketing companies out there on the internet. So, Iulia, thanks for joining us. How are you today?
Oh my God, I'm doing awesome. I love the intro. That's awesome. You're amazing, Bruiser. You're such a humble guy and down-to-earth guy. Like it's a pleasure to work with you. You've got amazing energy. How are you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing very well. And I'll tell you what, right back at you. I loved your energy. I love working with you, and I can't wait to get up to your level and start being as successful as you. You are an inspiration to not just myself, but to so many other internet marketers out there. And it's just so great to be with you today and just be able to find out your journey and how you can impact so many other people, and how so many other people can be as successful as you are.
Oh, well, we're all, you know what? We're born into this world completely abundant. I have to say, no matter what strategy that you learn, Bruiser, and we've talked about this, it's a lot of internal work, right? It's a lot of
so much
back to self-love, because that's the only place you can feel self-worth. And because, yeah, maybe you're behind the screen, but you're still interacting with people, right? You need to clear your energy blocks and feel worthy of abundance. So when you interact with people, that energy is communicated clearly, right? So I'm huge on energy, and being on my masterminds, we talk about that a lot. But that's like number one. No matter what strategy you have, you've got to make sure you have clear energy, right? So I think you can see the value in that too, man.
No doubt about it. I can definitely resonate with that. I've been going through a lot of times with negative energy, and if you have that negative energy, it is so hard to get into the game and just go at it 100%. Like if you don't go at it 100%, you're not gonna get the results that you want. You have to have the go big or go home mentality when it comes to not just internet marketing, but just anything you want to do in life.
So true. And you know what, Bruiser? Sometimes when you have the most opposition, the least amount of resources, when you're just like rock bottom, right? Those are the people who actually make it, right? Because you sometimes, unfortunately, like we were just talking about this, but humans are motivated by pain, and you gotta have enough pain in your life to finally being like, I'm sick of this. I gotta draw the line in the sand and do something different. And that's pretty much what happened to me. I'm no different than you and anybody else, A lot of people didn't believe in me. I didn't have family support. I didn't have partner support. I didn't have friendship support. Everybody thought I was crazy, right? But, that's what you need. You need that opposition, and then you have to literally brainwash yourself, because the only person that matters is you. You're the only one that needs to believe in yourself, right? So, I've been there. I think I have some questions about, I guess, where I've been and how I got here.
Yeah, I've got some questions. So let's get started. So first off, Iulia, tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are, and just how did you get to the career in marketing that,
Yeah.
actually, I should say this. Tell us about yourself, not just your life in general, but describe your detailed journey.
Yeah.
And describe in detail your journey with us.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, from where you started, getting to where you are today.
Absolutely. You know what's funny? I did the whole traditional go to university, you know, make mama and papa proud. And I love psychology and because I love working with the mind. But I actually had a spine injury, and for me it was very difficult to sit. And guess what? If you go to grad school, your butt's going to be on the chair for long hours, right? So I actually had to quit my career in psychology because of that spine injury. So I was devastated. You know, I was like, come on, I spent $50,000 on student loans. I spent 6 years of my life. Like, what am I going to do, right? So I went in a bit of a depression, but you know, eventually I said, hey, I can't hide under a rock all my life. You know, so I stepped out of that and I'm like, okay, well, I'll be a personal trainer, right? Turns out I didn't really like training. I liked more working with the mind more than the body, so I hated it. And then I discovered network marketing, and I'm like, oh, this is my way out. This is it. I'm gonna be rich, you know. And the thing is that for those of you that are in network marketing, a lot of the traditional tactics, they're not that transferable to modern day, right? So, you know, yeah, I was recruiting, but I wasn't really duplicating because we were doing a lot of, you know, pitching and pitching and pitching. We're chasing our friends and family, which, you know, we will get into, but that's really not the right niche if you want to build a home-based business, maybe for customers, but not for business affiliates. And we will tap into that. But basically, you know, I wasn't getting that lift off. And one of my downlines, he was in online marketing. And I kind of saw him like started making sales, but he was at home and he wasn't driving around like I was, going to hotel meet parties and home meetings and coffee shops. And I was just like, what the hell? I'm like doing all this extra work and he's like at home making the same amount of sales, if not more, but like from the comfort of his own home. So I'm like, I got to check this out. There's something here, you know? So I went online, but you know, I didn't really have a mentor online. So it took me about like 2 years of me spinning my wheels, trying to figure it out. And I went all in with my company, so I didn't have a marketing budget. So I'm like, well, I'll just learn free strategies. I'll just blog all the time. What they don't tell you is that you got to have like SEO knowledge and you got to have some technical skills. And I had zero of that, right? So it took me a long like time to learn that. And, you know, it didn't get me into liftoff. You know, it wasn't enough to live off of. So, you know, I basically said, you know what, like, why don't I just do a real business, like a property maintenance business. So me and my brother went into business, and I was literally knocking on doors, making sales, rain or shine, you know, and running this like organization. I was like the lady with the 7 freaking hats. Like, I was doing the sales, I was doing the customer service, I was doing the training. Sometimes I'd even do the labor. I'd be on freaking roofs, you know. My poor mother, she probably had a heart attack hearing that. You know, so I just bought myself another job. That's pretty much what I did. But the bad part of it wasn't really that. The thing that really sucked is that me and my brother started arguing a lot. It's like, you know, working with family and business, it's not as glamorous as it sounds. We kind of tell you how it is, right? So we started fighting a lot, and it was just a lot of stress. And then one day my brother's like, I'm shutting it down. That's it. I quit. I'm not doing this business anymore. I was like, oh, well, okay, I don't have any other income. Like, this was like, I was planning to build a franchise. Like, I want to go further, you know? So now I'm like left jobless. Shit. You know? So I swallowed my pride, and then I went into a corporate job to do kind of like the same thing before a corporation. Hated my life. You know, if you're in a cubicle all day and you have someone breathing over your neck, you literally have to clock in, clock out by the seconds. You know, it's like if you want to go to the bathroom, it's like crazy. But the thing that was even worse for me is because I actually was in a lot of pain. I can't sit in a freaking chair for 8 hours a day, and that's exactly what I was doing. And it got so bad, Bruiser, that you know, I started not being able to sleep at night. I was like, usually yoga would alleviate my pain, but nothing would work. Like, oh, great. Sure, I got like coverage with my physio, but now I'm there every week and even that's not working. So I was like, holy crap, like I'm going to end up in a wheelchair. You know, not only I'm not emotionally and spiritually satisfied at this job because I'm not really fulfilling my potential, not only I have my boss like always hovering over me, I'm also in pain. So like, remember what I talked about? Sometimes you need a lot of pain to like finally decide to make a big change. And even though if you don't understand it, it's actually working in your benefit. That's pretty much what happened. So, you know, I remember it clearly. I put the date in my calendar. I'm like, September 15th, I'm done. I'm done. You know what I mean? And I quit my job. I didn't have plan A. I didn't have a plan B. You know, I didn't have savings. I was only making like $2,300 a month at that point. You know what I mean? So I really like drew the line in the sand. I didn't have the resources, but I'll tell you what I did have, Bruiser. That was a determination to change my life. And that's when I called my millionaire mentor at the time and I said, listen, I have no idea how I'm going to get started. I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but I know I'm going to because I'm tired of what I'm doing. If you are not happy where you are right now, clearly you're not doing something right. The way you've been thinking, acting, behaving, it's not working. So you could either keep doing what you're doing right now or do something different and change your life, right? So that's what I did, Bruiser. And you know, I plugged in, and yes, there was powerful strategy, but I have to tell you, a lot of it was also inner work. We went quantum, you know, we went like deep, like into my subconsciousness, into my childhood, into my inner demons and fears, and I had to like peel those layers of fears off, right? Because we all have been some sort of programming in our minds that makes us feel unvaluable and unworthy. And how can you attract more if you don't feel you're worthy of more, right? So I have
Absolutely.
it's just fact. And I had to do my affirmations in the mirror. I had a lot of stress from people saying, you're crazy, this is never gonna work, right? But you gotta be pushed to the edge to break down. And when you feel like crying, let it out. Because you need to release that out of your body. You need to get rid of that energy, right? And you need to practice self-love, and you have to brainwash yourself with positivity and personal development, and then layer it with marketing and strategy, because then the strategies actually got fuel because you believe in what you're doing, because you believe in yourself, right? So
Yeah.
in my first week of plugging in and going through this transformation, I generated $3,500 profit. No
Yeah,
pay.
that's $3,500 in 5 days.
3,507,
5 days.
3,005.
Oh, sorry, $3,000 in 5 days,
Yeah.
3,507.
That
I
was
mean,
more
look,
than I made at my job in a freaking month. Like just
Yeah.
in 5 days, I'm like, all right, replace my income. Never going back there again. And I'm going forward, right? So
yeah,
it's possible, right? You just have to have a high willingness to change and be coachable and being okay with facing your fears. That's really what it takes. And plugging into the right mentorship, following someone who has what you want and been where you've been. To me, it's not as, okay, yes, you know what? We have crossed over $1 million in commissions in a span of 6 months. Profit. Crazy. But to me, what's crazier is getting the average person with no marketing skills, no background in business, nothing, and taking them from zero, from nothing to something, to being a significant human being, to stepping into their power. I mean, my God, we have kids as young as 17 years old. What does a 17-year-old know about business? What life experience do they have about marketing? You know, none. So if you could take a person like that, and guess what, how much you made in month one? $35,000. Wow. And when I saw that, I asked myself, why not me? Why not you? Right? So
Yeah.
you got to get rid of those internal blocks, drop our egos, be coachable, and plug into the right mentorship, right? You can shortcut that success and have your breakthrough. And that's just That's just what happened. Now I've made $11,768 in the span of 81 days. Okay, yeah, it's not as fast as a 17-year-old, but hey, guess what? I've replaced my income. I'm never going back to a job again. Freedom.
Yeah.
I wake up when I want. I go to bed when I want. You know, I'm going to Hawaii next month. I'm going to go to a conference. I can, you know, go for my birthday and get facials and massages, and, you know, I get quality of life. So it's worth overcoming your fear, right? It's
Absolutely. And you
there.
hit on and you hit a lot of great points. I mean, yes, you got a 17-year-old making 35 grand. You've got a 15-year-old. I even heard there's someone as young as 13 that's coming into this.
Yeah.
I mean, we got teenagers that are making money off of this. I mean, and this is someone right here who you just described. No marketing experience, no business experience. I'm 34 years old, and I'm like, you know, what? Why can't I be one of these people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got team members who are in their 50s and 60s who are doing this. Age doesn't mean anything. I mean, Iulia, you just had a birthday. You just turned 28, and look at the success you're having.
Yeah. I wish a little earlier, but yeah, better. You know what, though? You're totally right. I actually just got off a training call with a couple that are like 59 in their 60s. And they're vibrant, and they're excited, and they're passionate, and they're ready for their breakthrough. It doesn't matter what age you are. It's never too late to go for your dreams, right? And that's what we
Exactly.
have. It's really a movement. You know, you see, if you call it a marketing group or whatever, I call it a movement. I call it an awakening of your inner potential, right? And the people that come together, it's powerful. We were all kind of through breakdown points or through transition points in our lives, and these are the people that are hungry, and these are the people that make it. You know, so I really call it it's a movement. You know, it's a freedom movement.
Without question. And you know, you compare your life to when you had a job to comparing your life now. You know, the difference is. It's unexplainable. It's unbelievable, the difference between you going through the rat race, 8 to 5 rat race every day.
Yeah.
You know, going through work and then coming home exhausted and all that, and a lot of people, like the majority of people, not even liking their jobs. And then you're going into this marketing business, and you know, it's your own hours. Your own it's your own way of doing things, you know, and like you said, you can do so much more. I mean, you can vacation when you want, you can have a social life, have a great social life, you know.
I have a lot of internet friends.
yeah internet, or even out in real life, whatever you want.
I got a big family online, that's for damn sure.
No doubt about it. So when we talk about, you know, you made 11,781 days, let me ask you this. For all these marketing people who are like, oh, well, hey, you got to account for, you know, all the materials. You have to have a budget for that, and you have to put in the money to put everything out there. Let me ask you this. How much of the $11,700 went into a marketing budget?
Zero. Profit, my friends. Profit. And that is unheard of, because this is what the 7-figure income earners do. They don't tell you to do, right? You see this top income earner that rolls out and it's like, I made $50,000 a month. And you're like, how'd you do it? Right? Well, buy my product. You want to find out how. And then they buy their product and they realize, oh shit, I need a marketing budget of at least $10,000 so I can do feed ads and Facebook ads and banner ads. And you're like, I already went all in with my product though, and I kind of made a hole in my credit card to do that. Where am I going to find this extra money? And guess what? Even with paid marketing, you can expect at least 40 to 60% of it to not be successful. So you need to be okay with throwing that away. You know what I mean? Now, what smart people do is they have an ATM engine running behind their primary business. So they're not actually using their own money. They're using money from an investment that's generating them cash and paying them out in daytime, right? In present time.
Yeah.
And they're using that money to reinvest, but they don't tell people that, right? So what we do differently is we teach people how to create a marketing budget, but using free Facebook strategies, right? And guess what?
Yeah.
You don't need a huge email list. You don't need no technical skills. You don't even need a lot of sales or marketing. In fact, if you don't know sales, you're probably better off, because the traditional sales model, it doesn't work in this industry. And we can tap into that if we have time. But just to give you a hint, guys, you know, if you really want to succeed in this industry and you're kind of like, well, my product has got vitamins and minerals and it's going to make your skin glow and you're just going to be feeling great. Oh my God, I've got the best deal for you. Most people are like, no thanks, right? I'm good. You know, you're pitching me. This is too much, right? So why does it not work? Because in conventional sales model, you use the features and benefit of the product to drive the sale, right? But here's the thing. If you want to attract business builders, people that push your product, push your service, right? You need to attract entrepreneurs. That's what you really need. So what are entrepreneurs doing? Well, they're working on their mindset, right? The success is 90% mindset. And they're learning marketing tips. So if you want to attract entrepreneurs, you need to create value that speaks their language. Value that speaks about personal development. Value that speaks about marketing their business or maybe starting a business, right? And they're like, wow, like this is actually really useful knowledge. I'm going to follow you. That was really useful. Maybe I'll send you a message and ask for some advice, right? That's how you pull people into you. I don't teach my students to go after their friends and family, because guess what? Maybe they're just happy with their jobs. And here you come along saying like, hire your boss, be your own boss. And, you know, they might be like, I like my 9 to 5, you know, paycheck to paycheck. And that sounds like too much work, honestly. It's not for those people. And the reason why this industry is failing, because they're targeting those people. While me, I'm solving the pain points of the industry, right? I'm creating solutions on how to build this business, right? And that's how I'm attracting entrepreneurs. I want the hustlers. I want the people that are ready for their breakthrough. I want the people that have invested time, money, energy into this type of business but are not getting liftoff. These are the people I want, because these are the people I can help. And that's what I teach my students to do. It's a huge difference. I went on a rant again.
Hey, no, but this is great though. I mean, you know, we want to help people out.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is the main part of the business. Like that's one thing. Like, forget about making money. We're here to help people. Like, we want to help you as an entrepreneur, as a fellow network marketer, or like someone who's self-employed. We want to help you get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, people who say they're happy making $2-3 grand a month, you know, no, I just don't buy that. Do you?
You know what? That comes from a limiting belief. You know, I used to think that's all that I was worth too, because that's what I was getting on my last job, you know? And then when I experienced the potential here, here's the thing, you won't experience that until you feel worthy of that. So, you know, what we do as leaders is we encourage people to dream. We encourage people to stretch their vision. Because if your goal is small, your action taking is going to be small, right? If you stretch your vision, obviously something that, you know, if you say, I want to make $100,000 a month, but you've only made $2,000 a month in your life, most, you know, you're stretching it a bit because your belief is not there yet. So, what I found is that freedom typically starts at $10,000 a month, especially in North America, in the society that we live in. So we help people get to that freedom level, right? But we start with quantum, we start with mindset, we crush those paradigms, and then boom, layer it with strategy. And that's how you get your breakthrough, right? So I'm really glad you brought that up. You gotta dream bigger, right? You gotta have a vision, definite vision.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Mindset is the number one most important thing when you're in business, and not just in business, but anything.
Yeah.
Like health, or health and wellness, or like finances in general, or like anything. Mindset is so important, and the best way to improve your mindset is studying personal development. And I know everyone who is in business studies some sort of personal development. So let me ask you this, Iulia, what got you interested in personal development?
You want to know? You won't believe it. I was 19 and I got a door-to-door sales job. And I picked up my first Think and Grow Rich book at age 19. And I can tell you I've read that book about 5 times now. And it's changed my life completely because it made me realize that literally thoughts are things. This isn't foo-foo, think positive, have positive life. This is backed by Einstein. Okay, the guy was not an idiot. He's a genius. And it made me realize that the moment you master what's going on in here in your mind is the moment you master what's happening in your bank account, right? So, first, the way I got drawn into personal development is actually through a traditional sales job, because when you're on all commission, it's a mind trip. You got someone yelling I'd have like doors slam in my face. They'd even throw their dogs after me. And I'm like, dude, I'm a skinny girl. Like, your dog ain't got much to eat, Like, what's going on here? So I got a lot of suppression, a lot of resistance and rejection. And the only way you can stay sane is with personal development. So that's kind of how it all, oh, no way. That's so awesome. See, law of attraction at its finest. That's so awesome.
Yeah. One of the best books out there.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So many great books, but that is one of the best out there. I will totally agree with you. So just one other thing, asking about personal development, which experts in the field inspire you the most? What person?
Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to be a little controversial here, but I have to say Kevin Trudeau. Now, there's some controversy around him, but I have to say he really breaks it down to the most rawest level of personal development. He talks about, quantum physics. He talks about, the top elites of the societies, the strategies that they use to create wealth. He talks about war generals, right? How are they able to have that combat mentality and push forward in the face of danger? It's the same strategy in business. It's the same mindset. You got to have that like combat mentality in business when you're dealing with a difficult time, right? So I would have to say, you know what? If you're just kind of dipping your toes in personal development, definitely go to YouTube and download Your Wish is Your Command. It will absolutely change your life.
Yeah. Actually, it is a great audio. I actually listened to it a little bit a while ago. I'm actually getting back into listening to that again. And in fact, I actually listened to a little snippet today in level 5. And believe me, it's very powerful. It is absolutely very powerful.
I got goosebumps, like literally just talking about it, because it reprograms how you think. It really does. And that's what you need in order to succeed. You got to like stop going those pathways, those negative pathways that are created in your brain, create new pathways of thinking and feeling and behaving, because that's how you manifest success, right? It all starts in here. So that's something I go into really heavily in our mentorship. And then we layer it with strategy. So yeah, it's powerful.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you have no idea how programmed we are as humans. Not just, parents, teachers, coaches, the media,
Yeah.
so books. And when I say books, I mean non-personal development books. But how we get programmed at such a young age and then continue to get programmed to thinking things that don't serve us.
Yeah.
We have to get it in our minds that we got to work on ourselves. It is an inside game. What you manifest inside yourself manifests outside in your outside world. And how you respond to the outside world is huge.
Totally.
And it's going to be huge in this business.
So
what's the biggest thing that you took away from this experience, your current marketing experience with Black Ops? What is the biggest thing you took away compared to your other marketing experience or even your other job experiences?
Yeah. Here's the thing. You gotta lead with value. Okay? If you don't have authority, if you don't have experience, if you don't have credibility, how do you establish that? Traditionally, we're taught to promote the company, promote the product, promote the service, the compensation plan, the blah, blah, blah that everybody else is doing. It's not working in this industry. So what I found is that if you really want to be an authority in this industry, is you have to lead by value. And when I say value, I'm not talking about the value of your product, right? Think about a commercial, just like a typical commercial. I actually just saw one with Chevron the other day. It was about like overcoming your fears, and it was talking about people that had phobias of going into water and phobias of heights and jumping out of planes, and phobias of small places and going into a dark small space. People was like facing their fears, and I was like really emotional, because it was talking about the pain that people were able to overcome. I had no idea what the commercial was about until the very end. It was Chevron or something like that, right? It was like a car commercial. And the point of it, I guess, was like do that rush, get into the car and go experience that rush of overcoming your fear, So at least that's the meaning I drew from it. But it was interesting how they were talking about the pain and then provided a solution, and only at the very end, small font or whatever, was the actual branding. So, big marketing companies have already figured this out. You have to market to the pain that your product or service or offer is solving versus the product itself. And that's how you become an attractor factor, right? And in fact, in our webinar, which we're going to be hosting on February 23rd, 6 p.m. PST, we're going to be talking about what are the pain points of the industry and what you can do to solve them, right? So, just to kind of tap into it, if you want to build an organization, the main problems is that people are chasing their friends and family to build their business, which they're probably not the right audience because they're not entrepreneurs. They don't know how to generate leads because they've already burned through their warm market, right? And they try to go online, but they don't know what they're doing because they don't have a mentor, and they're trying to do all this technical stuff, right? Because they don't really know what free strategies work and don't work. And they don't have a marketing budget because they've gone all in with their product, right? They still can't close their upsell because they're using the features and benefits sales model, which just doesn't work, right? And they're not going to get a team duplication. So, how are you ever going to grow? So your job as a leader, and what I learned here, is that you have to lead with value by solving these pain points. If you're in this industry, right? If you're in the fitness industry, then you talk about, poor relationships, poor heart rate, you're feeling your health is decreasing, or you know what I mean? And then you lead with the pain and you solve those pain points. So we're in the affiliate marketing, network marketing, online based business, right? So in this industry, those are the 5 pain points, and your job as a leader is to get educated, invest in your training, know how to solve them, and lead with that value to attract entrepreneurs and business builders. So we're going to go into more detail about that on February 23rd. You guys got to be there. You're going to walk away with a lot of value from this. We're going to break down exactly the 1K per day Facebook formula that we've been using to generate, to become a 5-figure income earner and beyond in a short amount of time with no paid marketing, all profit. So really excited to dive into more detail there. It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, and we're not just in the marketing to marketers business. We're also in the personal development business.
Exactly.
So that's what makes this business so unique.
Yes.
So different, and I think so successful, is because personal development is a big part of this business.
Exactly. And that's the value you lead with, right? With personal development and marketing. That's how you attract the right people in your organization, right? So you got it, man.
Which is why personal development is so important to yourself as a leader.
Exactly.
If you can't develop what you need to have within yourself, how can you expect others to develop what they need?
You lead by example. You lead by having your own breakthroughs. That's how you inspire the people around you, right? So it's important that you invest in yourself to have that breakthrough so you can inspire people around you, right? And guess what? It's not just your life that you're changing your family's life, the people around you, and the generations ahead of you. So you really gotta, when you're hitting that resistance, you have to remind yourself that what you're doing is so much bigger than yourself. So it's worth stepping into your power and achieving that breakthrough. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you're in this business, you should be excited. And if you're not in this business yet, why aren't you? Why are you not in this business yet? Any last tips for the people that are watching this?
Well, you know what? I would say plug in with you, man, because you're an amazing human being. To me, integrity is huge in this business. And when you genuinely love and care about people, when you really just listen to people, when you really just focus on building a connection with people, and you're just there for them, rather than just pitching your service and you're shoving your opportunity down people's throat. Just take the time to actually build a real relationship with people. And that's, when you make it more about the person than about yourself and how great you are and your company is, people will become magnetically drawn to you. Dale Carnegie said, when you become interested in people become interested in you. So, this really is a relationship business model. And, you're a person who gets that, who's got that integrity, you got a genuine heart. And I know for a fact that you're changing lives because your energy is genuine and people feel that, right? So that's powerful. And that's the kind of energy we need to have and the intention we need to have going into business or anything, right? So I'm really excited, you guys. What I would do if you're watching this right now is I would click the link around this video and get access to our webinar on February 23rd, 6 p.m. PST. We're going to be breaking down exactly step-by-step the 1K per day Facebook formula that you can actually apply to any business. This is not just for online marketing. You want to do a joint venture, you want to launch a company public, you want to do a land-based business, the strategies are the same because we've mastered the relationship selling model. So it's huge. I'm excited.
Yeah, and that's 6 p.m. Pacific for those on the East Coast. That's 9 p.m. for those in anywhere else in the world. It's
Google's got your answer.
Google it. Exactly. Google the time zone, and you'll see what it is, and we will definitely make it happen on the 23rd. It's going to be one incredible webinar. You should definitely watch and get so much value from it because that's what it's all about. That's probably the one biggest word, the one most important word that you can learn in business. Value.
And you know what, Bruiser? Speaking about value, for those of you guys who register early for the webinar, I'm actually going to give you my training manual. I put together basically the 5 proven methods to help you generate 30 to 50 daily Facebook leads without any paid marketing. You could use this for any type of business. And you know what? This is a $97 value. I'm going to just give this, I'm throwing it away for free, just so that you can get into that mindset and you know, be ready for our webinar, so you can just absorb this value like it's fun. So that's just my little bonus there for you guys, just because I love Bruiser.
And I got, and there's another bonus in there. You get to spend time with Iulia online. I mean, that's a great bonus right there.
Awesome, you guys. Well, thank you so much for having me on here, Bruiser. It's been an absolute pleasure. You're an amazing human being with a heart of gold, and you know, you're creating an avalanche of breakthroughs for not just yourself, but so many people in your life. So it's inspiring to watch you grow, man. And you're just getting through those barriers, right? You're really leading by example by doing that. So congratulations you for that, man.
Thank you, and thank you for having this interview with me. I think not only is it going to help so many people out there that are looking for their breakthrough, it helps me as well, because, you know, even already in this business, you cannot learn enough, and that's something that you gotta be willing to learn every day. You gotta be willing to grow every day.
That's right.
You know, yeah, that's it. You gotta be hungry. You know, learn.
So
grow.
show up with an appetite to the webinar.
Yeah,
because we're
without
gonna teach
question.
you some good stuff.
Yeah, about the equivalent of what, an 8-course meal, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Show up hungry.
Yeah.
Awesome, Bruiser.
All right, people. Thank you so much for watching and taking all this in, and we hope to see you on the 23rd. And even if you don't see this until after the 23rd, you know, we thank you for watching anyway, because there's still so much value. And if you want to learn more, you know, just click the link or go to www.bruiserbrosie.com. You know, there's a great page. You'll see all the information that you need. You know, tells about the business. So many testimonials. Iulia's included. How she had her breakthrough. You know, so many people are being successful in this.
That's awesome.
Why can't you? You can be the next one. So why not take the action that you need to and make it happen? As our friend Billy and Ellis would say, time to take action.
I love it. Awesome, you guys. So we'll see you guys live February 23rd. Much love from Iulia and Bruiser here.
Hey, thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.